Hello everyone, I'm gonna try to one-take video about my screenshotting setup in OT for Season 9. So first of all, I'm using RetroArch, so this might be different for you. This is for using RetroArch in its own screenshot function. And there's one major flaw in that RetroArch's screenshot is so slow. So I usually take 2 pauses to finish everything. I know it's embarrassing, but it actually works, which is what matters here. I'm using a single monitor, so it might be helpful for some of you. So what you're gonna need, make your setup. This is my extended tracker, don't mind all of this. I made this tracker like I started playing yesterday, basically. And you're gonna need to know where is the RetroArch screenshot folder. So you can see the address bar here. This is a Linux Flatpak install. Whatever the hell is your install folder, it's like config, RetroArch, screenshots, whatever it is. So, wait. Oh, so I made the folder as a favorite. That's why it wasn't in the order. So what I do usually, you don't have to do this mid-seed, but I go favorites, and that's like screenshots, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a template image here. So you don't even have to open this folder at all. Before you start the seed, you have sort of a template image open, and then you put it right here in your setup. So as you are playing, you have the image here, and then you can start, writing down in your tracker the, first the medallions or whatever, and then the actual entrances. So how do you make this template? I'm gonna do it real quick. Maybe I should have had this open beforehand, but sure. Just gonna load up some random seed here. So this is what it looks like when I'm actually playing, right? And I usually have the timer right here, like a web version of Live Split. So for you to make the template, so take a pause and use the Dpad-down. Do not press A. Pressing A is so fucking bad. So do here and use the RetroArch screenshot function, which is F8. And then you can just close it out. You notice that there's a massive delay, but as soon as you click the screenshot, assume it worked. But I don't know why there's the delay. I hate this emulator. I hate it so much. It's unbelievable. But yeah, you see, you got the image right here, right? Now I have to put it on the desktop to edit because, I don't know, freaking Flatpak or whatever. So we're gonna edit this image. So open up GIMP or your editor of a choice. This is the free pseudo Photoshop, the good old reliable. Then you're gonna come here. You're gonna basically resize this image. So when you open it up, maybe you don't have to resize it at all, but I like doing that because the window opens at the right size right away. It's gonna depend on your image viewer. Maybe you're using Windows low or whatever the hell. And what it works for me in my tracker, I go here and I resize it. I scale, right? I scale it to 40%. That's the number I found that is good. You're gonna have to find out in your own, do your own testing. And then just so I don't get confused when I'm playing, you can like, I don't know, fucking, delete this. You can paint it a solid color just so it helps your alignment or whatever. And then you overwrite. You're gonna save it, right? So we took a dummy screenshot. We just resized it and then put it back on the folder. So suppose I name it, template, right? So this is, before you start a seed, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just open this image and have it right here. So when the time comes, let me show you what it looks like. You can just close this, it doesn't matter. So you started playing your seed, right? So, oh fuck. Wait, oh, it's right. So this is what your setup is gonna look like, and the timer, whatever. If you even use a timer, whatever you keep it, right? So let me take a prelude here. So suppose you start a game as adult, right? I usually do this in any pause because I don't care. So just do this F8, right? And then you start going to CAC. And then you click on your image in your image viewer window and you just click the right arrow. One more because I have my own template. So see, we loaded this image first, so it's on the correct size. Because if I first of all, if I take a screenshot and then I open my folder and then I open the image, it's gonna be so big. I'm gonna have to either resize or play with like freaking this on the front of my screen, right? I don't want that to happen. Wait, I went to make the joke and I screwed this up. So what we're gonna what you're doing, you're opening a way smaller version of the image, so it's already, already on the sizing you need for your, for it to be comfortable. So when the time comes, this is all inside the RetroArch screenshot folder. So when the time comes, all you have to do, you take a screenshot, the file is gonna open up on the folder, and then you just tap the right arrow. So you can, do your thing. And this is gonna stay open, right? I don't have a clue what the hints are, but Let's say it's gonna take the back walk to CAC. I don't want this video to be more than freaking 10 minutes. So yeah. So while we're doing this, then you can do like, Deku, this one is already here, Jabu, this is DC, and then Shadow, you know what I mean? And then at one point you take another pause, go here, press A, F8. And then, suppose you finish writing the medallions, right? You click here again, and take the back walk, right arrow, then it's here again, magically, right? Just because everything, you open an image that is already on the same folder as your screenshots. So all you have to do is click the right arrow on your whatever image viewer you're using. So you're doing your thing. There's man on roof. Don't fall down. So it's like, oh yeah, this is a pre-played scene. So, we have Fire DC bot. Fire DC bot, Shadow Jabu Deku. As soon as you get more dead time, right, Shadow Jabu Deku. You already know the DC entrance. Let's see when oh my god, that's atrocious. So, maybe right Shadow here. And then, what was it? Shadow Jabu Deku? So 1, 2, 3, 1. See? It's all about having an image, a dummy image already saved in the RetroArch screenshots folder. So when the time comes, you just pause, go here and press F8 for the screenshot. Or whatever the hotkey is, maybe you changed it. What it's gonna do, it's gonna put an image on the same folder as the image you have already saved. So whenever it's convenient, you just click the right arrow. And then it's right here. And most importantly, it's right here on a very good sizing for you. Because look at this, I'm only using one monitor. I don't have a second one. If I had a second one, I wouldn't give a shit about this. But yeah, this is it. And then when the time comes, you click here, and then you press A, F8. Like I said, you can, hold on. RetroArch screenshot is so bad, but you can do this, right? I literally pressed F, hold on. I wasn't, you need to focus on the window, right? you can go here, bam, F8. There's a massive delay, but whenever you click the screenshot, it's gonna screenshot. And then you come here, and then bam. I hope this was freaking 10 minutes. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but this is how I do it. And questions, you can ask me then.